This is Dean Farrell, Second Advent Herald, and I have a message to share with you today, and it is called When Your Fear Comes, and it's subtitled The Fear of the Righteous and the Fear of the Wicked. And last week, we looked at something called the Contagion of Fear and Courage, and considering that the right kind of fear is the emphasis of the three angels' message, everlasting gospel, as we find in Revelation 14, 6 through 12, it's very important that we have the right kind of fear, because the wrong fear is the driver and mechanism of control that Satan has used, and his agencies, human and angelic, that they've used to bring every form of tyranny upon mankind. So I think having a second and a deeper look into the types of fear that we find in Scripture would be advisable. So, as we look at things that are happening around us, we have some very real spiritual, physical threats that we need to consider. And we're seeing that due to wars and pandemic and climate change hysteria, there's been, I would say, a global restriction of fuel, which is used, of course, to make fertilizers and to run farm equipment, and then to even deliver products. And we also know this as supply chain. And there has been, over the last few years, because of supply chain crisis, there's been mass starvation in the third world, and a very thinning amount of food in the first world. But also, I would say, as per United Nations and World Economic Forum plans, it's triggered a massive migration into what used to be the Christian West, that would be Europe and the United States. So I'm sure you're noticing things thinning out, but all but the very wealthy really are sensing serious restrictions in their quality of life. And over 58% of Americans can afford to keep a $1,000 emergency fund in their bank account. So what this means, friends, and the economy is getting tighter, what it really means is in a few weeks, over 58% of America can go into bankruptcy and serious problems. So again, with this migrant wave that's coming in, you might know that they are not forced to take the mRNA shots, and they receive government benefits, often much higher than American citizens. So now we're looking also at the reality of a government-controlled digital currency, a social credit score, basic universal income, and all these are ideas that are being openly promoted, and anyone who knows human nature and prophecy can see where we're quickly heading. So these are all elements that should cause every thinking person to be concerned, not in terror or fear, but it should motivate spiritual and physical preparation. And the wrong fear motivation will cause mistakes that could come far too late to reverse. So I want to look into this. So I'd like you to click the link below and check out the uncensored sermon in full. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for upcoming news, messages, and information. Thank you for joining us for When Your Fear Comes. Thank you for watching Second Advent Herald, and we do hope that the messages bless and encourage you, and as times get tougher, to hold fast to the faith without wavering, and to provoke one another to love and to good works, not forsaking the gathering together as some do, but also to encourage one another, and so much the more as we see the day approaching.